Hi guys, my name is Chidexi. Welcome to another episode on the Truth Pod. And today I am not alone. I am with my boss. I'm going to allow him make a proper introduction of himself. Hello.
How am I going to do it now? Oh God, this is all right. Well, my name is Sam Harvard.
You did not put doctor.
Let's just say the name alone. It's just Sam Harvard. For those who want to be official, you can add any title you like. But then, of course, some people call me Doctor Sam. Dr. Sam. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I do business. I practically just do anything that add value to people and bring money to my pocket and people's pocket as well.
Your pocket first.
So not necessarily. I think I've cracked the code. You make more money by making money for other people. Yeah, so the more people you can make money for, the more money you can make. As a matter of fact, if you don't want to worry about money, focus on doing and creating things that brings more money to people. Yeah, just focus on creating that. It could be a platform, it could be a solution, it could be a product, it could be a software. Just create something that helps businesses sell more, because they make more money when they sell more. Then you make money. So that's what I do. So whatever puts money in people's pockets ultimately puts more money in my pocket.
Okay, guys. So the topic for today is money. No. Okay, so the topic for today is knowledge monetization. A lot of people have so many things in their head, but they don't know how to actually make money from it. Like, you could know how to, in fact, in the world today, even if you know how to speak properly, you can teach somebody how to speak and make money. Like, every knowledge now can be monetized. And me, I'm not the best person to speak about it, so I brought the best person to speak about it. Don't worry. When you check his handle, you see his profile. He's good. He's a billionaire coach. That's what they call you, right? So let's move straight to so before I even start the monetization, the knowledge monetization, would have to even talk about personal growth, because you have to even get to a point in your life where you can start monetizing your knowledge. So you have to personally grow from whoever you were, or just get to a point where you feel like it's time. So teach us, how can we get to that level? How can we grow personally?
Okay. There are two things I will quickly say about that. First of all, number one is the entire desire of man, whatever it is you want to achieve or become in life, is also looking for you. Like somebody said, or he said, it's not looking for this version of you. It's looking for the upgraded version of you. So, the entire assignment we have really is to grow and become better. But there's a difference between growing up and growing old. So different. So most people grow old. I'm now 32, I'm 31, I used to be 25, now I'm 26, I'm growing old. But are you growing up? Are you developing your intellectual capacity? Are you understanding things better? Are you more patient? Are you able to manage your life better? Do you have more self-control? Do you have more love to give? Are you developing the things that you know and your capacity to be able to help and assist other people? Are you growing up? That's the key thing. So we don't stop growing, because once you stop growing, you start dying, actually. So you have to keep on growing. So to know the fact that this is my entire assignment, every month you have to do a check on yourself. In the last 30 days, what did I add to myself? What was I not doing before that I've started doing? What was I doing before that I've stopped doing? What was I doing little of that I'm now doing more of? Or what was I doing too much that I've now started doing less of? So those four things forms the KPI for your personal growth as a human being.
Which is KPI?
Key performance indicators. All right. Yeah. So you have to check start, stop, more, less. What did you start that you have not been doing before? What were you doing before that is bad that you have stopped? What were you doing little that you needed to do more of, but you are now doing more of those things? And what were you doing too much? You can't stop it. You're not supposed to stop it, but you're doing it too much. You've seen movies too much. Did you reduce it? So can you do less of those things? So you do start, stop, more, and less every month. about your personal life. So it's you can now apply that to different areas of life, like finance, like spirituality, business, career, whatever, relationship, and all of those. So that's really what makes you a complete human being in that regard. So it has to, your graph has to be an upward trajectory. You have to keep growing. You have to do more about yourself. You have to know and say, every birthday you must be able to point out to things that has developed about you.
Wow.
Not just body enhancement like it's common in Lagos now for ladies.
Leave us
It's not
alone.
about those ones. It's about the thing between your ears. How has it developed? Because that's really what's going to attract the things you want, the life you want to you. Yes.
Okay, so even before we get to that that knowledge monetization, let's talk about personal branding. A lot of people, like, it's a twisted topic. A lot of people think personal branding is just going to their Instagram page and delete so many pictures and make it fine, only travel picture that is there, only fine picture. How do we brand ourselves, like, to be something that will attract value?
Okay, so I think the first thing is what really is personal branding. All right, it's a combination of two words: personal and then branding. All right, there's a way I define branding. I call it shaping other people's perception.
About you.
Yeah, about yourself or about something. All right, so when a name comes to mind, or when a name is mentioned, what comes to people's mind? That is branding. All right, not your logo, your looks, and all that. All these are brand collaterals. They help to enhance and communicate the brand, but the real branding is the promise that an entity is making to people who are having an encounter with it. So you have a brand, MMB, that's business brand, yes? So when people interact or when they mention the name Make Me Beautiful, what comes to their mind? All right, so it's not always about the aesthetics. The aesthetics has its place, but the real thing is the perception. All right, so now here's the deal. When they say Michael Jordan, everybody thinks basketball. When they say Tiger Woods, everybody thinks golf. All right, when they say electric cars, everybody thinks Elon Musk or Tesla. So what will come to people's mind when they mention your name? That is the entire summary of what personal branding means. So working back now to start to build and package myself in such a way that every time they hear Dr. Sam Harvard, what comes to their mind?
Money.
Yeah. So that's the idea. That's the idea. So when you say whiskey, what comes to your mind?
Music.
You say Davido, what comes to your mind?
Music.
So that's the perception. So you have the power to shape how people perceive you.
But then again, what about people that are not so talented? Okay, like people that are not into craft, people that, okay, now I have a business, right? I want to separate myself from my business.
Which is a wise thing to do, but how?
That's why I'm now you are the axe. You get? Because a lot of, see, I got to a point in my life that people didn't even know I was the owner of MMB. The brand was bigger than me. The brand is still bigger than me.
Which is not a very good thing.
People knew MMB Spa. Big people, billionaires patronize MMB Spa, but they didn't know the owner of MMB Spa. If I would walk past, they would not know it's me. Do you get? So I now intentionally started putting out my face there so that they will know. Now this small girl get that brand though, but I've gotten to a point now that I said this brand has already stood on its own. I want to get out and stand on, because I hear they said the best kind of money is personal, monetizing your personal brand. Do you understand? So for people that are not actors or artists or footballers or golfers, how can they draw out how can they personalize their brand?
Okay, so it simply means, what do you want to be known for? All right, when you define what you want to be known for, the next level is, what message do you have? for the world? All right. What do you want them to know about you when they mention your name or they remember your name? What information do you want them to attach to you? There are lots of people who were maybe making, they were at level 2 income, and after 1 hour encounter with me, they probably moved to level 3 or level 4 or level 5. Each time they remember my name, they remember the guy who said something to them that increased their income. All right, so that's one way. Now that is very different from my companies. I've got quite a lot of brands that people do not even know that I'm the owner. I was speaking in Ghana recently, I think a couple of months ago, and after the event came out, and a young man walked up to me and said, "I've been using one of your softwares for a long time. I just found out you are the owner today."
You're a software developer.
No. I am a software entrepreneur, so I own softwares. Yes. So it's like I've been using that. I didn't know you were the owner. Well, congratulations, now you know. So I've gotten to a place where I separate most business brand from my personal brand. But it's very important, whatever kind of business you're doing, that you build your personal brand. I love, there's this billionaire guy in Dubai, the owner and founder of Danube Group. They have properties, homes, all kinds of stuff. Very, very huge brand. That guy does content. Almost every day he releases video teaching different things, passing information. Sometimes even makes a very funny one with his secretaries and all of that. So they act it like drama. So this is a freaking billionaire in dollars that is
See,
doing content.
Gavi, Gavi, he's in US.
No, not Gary Vee.
Gary Vee.
Not Gary Vee. Gary Vee is all about content because he builds his personal. Now, what is the benefit of building a personal brand? When you have grown a personal brand to a certain level, the biblical phrase, "and whatever you lay your hands on shall prosper," comes to play.
Oh yeah, it's true.
So when you have become somebody that is loved, trusted, and known, anything else you do, whatever it is you decide to be a part of, now begins to prosper. Why do people pay several millions of dollars to celebrities to endorse their products? Because they are tying their business brand to the personal brand of those celebrity. So people who love those celebrity, who knows those celebrity, will begin to favor in their perception. Everything is all about perception. Will begin to favor that particular brand because of that celebrity. If today, I've said this before, that Wizkid comes out and says a forex trader that wants to start teaching people forex,
Everybody
you'll
wants to
be
go and
shocked the millions of people who will pay him $1,000 to come and learn. And even if all he does is say, "Welcome to class, now I want to teach forex, but this is your tutor. Chidexi is going to be the one training you," nobody will complain. But provided it comes to class and it's a brand that is associated with that personal brand, and it's going to be able to grow. I have about two other examples. Example one is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Because of the brand he has built as the most followed man in America, when he started his tequila brand, it's now worth billions of dollars. The same thing with Kylie Jenner, the entire Kardashian family. Their business brand are now worth billions because of the fact that people knew them. So it's the days of hiding behind the scene is over. Even if you have to hide for whatever reason, you would need an avatar.
What do you mean by that?
You need someone else to be the face behind the business while you are hiding.
There must be a face.
Yeah. So not just the name of the business or what the business does. There must be some kind of face they will always attach to whatever brand you are building, no matter how small. And that's why when somebody say they are selling skincare or they're selling clothes or whatever on Instagram, and I go to their business page and all I see is product, you are not going anywhere. No, you're not going anywhere. We want to see the face of the person selling these things to us. It builds trust, and people don't buy if they don't trust you. So they're going to be able to trust you more and all of that. And you don't know who is going to like you, because the fact that they like you, they decide to buy something from you. I have received, I can't count, as many inbox or DM they call it, of people saying, "Please, are you selling anything? I just want to buy something from you. Because I love the things you teach. I love the things you talk. Please just sell me anything." And I start, okay, so what can I sell you? I start thinking about stuff like that. I've always had that questions from people. Why? Because I've been able to shape their perception about my personality separate from even the businesses that I'm doing, such that my personal pulls people into any business that I endorse.
Wow. Okay, so the next one is I want us to do this knowledge monetization as the last thing to wrap up, right? Because all of these things is gearing towards it. So now the last question before that is positioning for great influence. Now let's say you've done the job of personal branding, you've successfully branded yourself well in a good light, you've successfully grown your personal growth. How do you now position yourself to attract value, to attract people that you want?
It's pretty simple. You have to have a brand image that is consistent with your brand message. It's very important. So the visuals, what people see, all right, about your brand must be in consonance with what you are trying to sell. Those days when I was still struggling with Sapa, they'd invite me to come and speak, and they always give me topics of money, you know, and I didn't even have money to take a cab. I only have money for bike. This was in Oshogbo, all right. So I would have this face towel. I call it mop, to mop up sweat. And I would drop about 2 blocks, 2 houses to the venue, and I will mop very well. So when I feel fresh, then I will now walk into. Sometimes I cut clothes that I'm not using and use it to do pocket square. I used to borrow suits back in the day. So when I put on the suit, put on the pocket square, mop the face very well, look clean, then I appear in front of people, they'll be like, whoa, money man has come. Now, the difference between me though and people who fake it is I don't go there to claim that I have money. I go there to give them examples of people who have money. And by the time I'm done talking, they are motivated, but we are all hustlers. We are all struggling and all that. But I understood early enough that where I'm going is not where I was financially. Eventually, the money meet up with the packaging, all right, the visuals that I had created. So all the things that I was trying to look like is now, today I don't care. I mean, I do conference with thousands of people. I wear t-shirts. I was watching one of the videos that I think the last conference we had in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. I wore a t-shirt. I was like, why is everybody surrounding this guy that just wore t-shirt like a casual?
And they are wearing.
Before I wear suit, package it, and all of that, I was trying to build a name. But now that it's there, anything really can go. People excuse Bill Gates, what's this guy on Facebook, Zuckerberg, for the way they dress because they all
Even
know
Dangote,
who they
very
are.
simple.
They excuse them because of what they know they are. So you first have to deal with your visuals. Then when you have your visuals, you need awareness. People need to know that you exist. You cannot wink in the dark and expect people to know you exist. There are a lot of people watching this podcast right now who have amazing messages. You have a beautiful brand in the making, but nobody knows you. So you don't keep. The Bible says you don't light a candle and put it under the table. You have to put it where it will give light to the whole of the room. So that's how it works. So you have to put yourself out. Every opportunity you got. I came to Nigeria. I said, you know what, Chidexi, I'm coming on your podcast. That is me getting known, and your followers will know me more, and mine will know you more. It's mutual leverage. So you have to keep on answering. There's a guy that, if you know I'm in Nigeria, I'm sure before I leave Nigeria, I'm going to be on 1 or 2 TV stations for interview. I know, I'm very sure he's going to bundle me and make sure that I go talk on TV. So these are the kind of people that I want to associate with, because the more I use platforms to put out my message, the more people get to know me. And I mean, people come to me and say, if only I've met you 1 year ago, what happened to me would not have happened to me. I said, that's my fault, because maybe I didn't do more publicity, I didn't do enough awareness about the value that I carry that I have to share with people. There's somebody who's watching that today is the first time you're hearing me and the first time you're seeing me. Yeah, thanks to you.
You've been in the game how long?
It after
Tell us now why. Tell us how you had.
it after. I think I professionally started what I'm doing 2005. How old was that? How long ago was that? I started officially professional.
I was still in primary school.
That was when I started. That I can't remember how many years that is. It's going to be 20 years, I think, in the next 2 years. Yes, that's 18 years. That's it.
Well done. Okay, so
14 or so of those. 14, is it 14? No, it's not. About 12 of those was years of struggle, of not making any money, but showing up consistently, saying the same messages over
and then they'll be like, you they make us money, you know they get money.
Yeah, people used to laugh at me, when I was in Oshogbo at the time, because I served NYC in Oshogbo, then I stayed back for 7 years. And all those 7 years, until the 7th year, the 6th year after my service year, people used to laugh at me, because I used to attend a church then that the pastor made me a minister, so he always had me speak every Sunday. He loves hearing me. But I know I didn't have money, and people know, because after service I will meet some church member to borrow tea from some of them, and this is the guy that just spoke, and first timers come to church to listen to me like, oh my God, this is my church, I'm gonna come listen to this guy, but this guy has no money. So eventually at the 7th year, things have changed, and I dedicated 2 cars in one day in the same church.
Through speaking?
Yes. Now here's the
because me I want to know.
Here's the thing. So when you become a content creator, let me just use that umbrella name, and you start to build what they call KLT, no knowledge, like ability,
like and trust.
Yeah, when you start to build that, any business you do or you endorse start to make money for you. How do I mean? They put, I don't know the number of a couple of young people in a house for 30 or 90 days. They call it BB Niger. At the end of that, whatever program, maybe the top 5 or so, or top 10 of them automatically becomes, they have millions of followers. Automatically, they start to buy cars and houses. Automatically, you ask, how did it happen? All right. What it simply means is the fame that they have gotten with those 9 or those 90 days content that they created in the house had simply positioned them for brands to give them money. They got endorsement, they got sugar daddy endorsement, all kinds of endorsements that have brought money their pocket. All right, so that happens because they were known. If they were not known, if they had not been in that house for 90 days consistently giving out content every day, all right, they would not have gotten to where they are. And there's no necessarily a bad publicity, as it were, because when I study a brand like this guy, Zazu Portable, as funny, let me just borrow that word, and unpleasant it may look and appear to quite a number of people, he has his own crowd.
Zazu that bought G-Wagon.
He has the people who normal brand have created products for, and they need someone like him to be the face of those brands so they can reach those kind of people who like him. And they are making a lot of billions because people like him exist and they are doing the things he's doing. So when it's going down, it will go and cause some kind of controversy and then start trending again. The brand makes more money.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Okay, so now the actual question while we round up. First of all, let's just even get to know what knowledge monetization is about.
All right. Knowledge monetization, I like to define each word. One is knowledge, the other one is monetization. Knowledge is a certain information that you didn't have before that someone passed over to you. And it comes often by somebody's experience, what someone had gone through, tried out, and then created what they call a knowledge around it, and then it's transferable. So attribute of knowledge is the fact that it comes from experience Two is transferable. Okay, so that's the first one. Then monetization is making money from an exchange. Monetization is making money from an exchange. There must be an exchange of value, product or service, and then you earn money for that exchange. That is monetization. So when you know something by experience, and that thing you know is transferable, is teachable, is shareable, then you make money by sharing it, then that becomes knowledge monetization.
But then, is there anything that is not even teachable? People even teach sex now. You know that, right?
Well, that's easy. Uh, I don't know. I don't have an example in my mind right now what is not teachable. But definitely almost everything that you learn or you experience can be taught. Yeah. So it now depends on who can learn from you. So it's given. Not everybody can learn from you, but for those who can learn from you, then it is teachable. So the concept now is what I know that you are trying to know. I'm not going to give it to you for free. You're going to pay me based on the value you perceive the information I'm about to give you is going to give you. So, for example, let's say you're making $1 million a day in your business, and I tell you, I can show you 2, 3, 4, 5 things you can do that can now make you 2 million a day in your business. Then you look at your bills and the things you're doing, say, 2 million a day will make a lot of sense to me.
Not be bad.
All right. Then you now say, I want the knowledge.
And me too, I want to know.
So I have the knowledge now, and I say, okay, if you want the knowledge to make 2 million a day from 1 million a day, you would need to pay me 1 million.
Not bad. That's just
so now you would
million.
check, is giving out 1 million as an investment worth me making an extra million every day? Because if it works out in 1 day or 2 days, I will make the money back. Even if it doesn't work out in 2, 3 days, I would have made the money that I also just spent back. So if that risk makes sense to you, then you say, okay, you know what? Take my 1 million, give me the knowledge.
Okay, another thing is it like 100% sure? Like, do you get scared that students or that people pay money, like maybe huge amount of money, and maybe they won't see results? Do you ever get scared? Why?
It's an interesting thing because there's a name they call that. I think it's part of the symptoms of imposter syndrome, where people feel they are not qualified to teach and charge for the things that they are teaching and all of that. But the truth is this: if you look at the story of David, I use Bible a lot. Oh, sorry, even in my class, the story of David. He claimed, though a teenager, that he could beat the warrior of an entire nation. And everybody was like, something is wrong with you. But the guy said, no, I know what I'm talking about. Why? Because a normal person will see a lion and go the other way. I went after the lion and I killed the lion. I saved a sheep. There's a lot of lesson there. He didn't just go after the lion. He fought it. He killed it. Then he didn't just kill it as a revenge for his sheep that was killed. He was able to even save the sheep. It's a very delicate stuff. So it's like a top level special forces tactical stuff in the US kind of stuff. Training. All right. Then he said bear. He went after the bear, did the same thing, and saved the sheep again. So I said, this one is not as bad as those ones. I will finish him. That's all he needed to say, and the entire nation, because remember, he has the knowledge of killing bullies.
There's something called consistency.
So he sold the knowledge of killing bully to the entire country, and they gave him payments. He became king. He married the most beautiful girl in town, which somebody said that was the reason he killed Goliath, by the way. That guy
Who said that?
Yeah, if you need to check, David. If you don't believe me, check when he was about to die. They brought a very fine yellow girl to come and touch him in some nice places.
Who told you that?
It's in your Bible. David did not rise up. That thing did not rise up. This he's gone.
Oh.
It's in the Bible. Everything. He saw a yellow woman bathing, went to go and marry her. Another one, is it Abigail? What's her name now? Came to report the husband and beg him about the husband.
Send the other to go and die.
That's not even Bathsheba. That's another person. So he's a yellow woman kind of guy anyway. But my point is, he was offering his knowledge or technical know-how of killing a bully to the country, and the country paid him all of those things. His family was exempted from tax. They gave him wealth, all kinds of stuff, and all of that. So what you know that you are sure of because of your experience makes a lot of sense. Where the problem comes is when I'm teaching WhatsApp marketing, for example, and you attend my class and you learn 5 principles of WhatsApp marketing, and the next thing you now say, I am teaching WhatsApp marketing too. And all you have to share are the things you learned from me. You did not practice.
No experience.
So you're definitely going to feel like a fraud. You're definitely going to feel like, except you're already a fraud. So it's not a big deal anymore. So you have.
I usually say this, that nothing beats experience. You could have all the money in the world. You could have everything, but the person with experience can actually tell you stuff that you don't know. Do you understand? Like even in business, I might not even be making billions in a day, but I've gotten through so many hurdles, so many struggles. I know how to go through it. For those years of my business, I could tell somebody that don't go through this way. That's why people use coaches, because they've gone through those routes.
I was going to say something about that. I had this client, say it's a very popular person, celebrity, who also is going to the space of monetizing the things that she knows. So we're having a session one time, and she was asking me, "Do you even have a coach too? Like, you know so many things." I said, "No, I have a coach too." So I mentioned one of my coaches. Interestingly, she knows my coach, and my coach called me 2 days ago on Sunday and was saying that she just wanted to share something with me, and then she painted an analogy, and as she was painting it, I was like, oh my god, how did she know this is exactly what I need right now? How did she know? So she was just saying this, said, I know you understand these things and all of that. Then after the whole talk, and I said, guess what, I have a new client that was talking and asking me if I had a coach, and I said, yes, I do. But the thing is, my coach in this context, who teaches or show me things about business as well, is not making 10% of the kind of money I make.
Yeah, it's true.
And yet I listen to her. The things she tells me is probably going to make me $1 billion before I wink, and she might not even make 10% of that.
Yeah, it's true.
In our own businesses. So the ability for me to humble myself to know that there are things I can pick from you and add to what I know, I will make more money.
It's the same with me. The lady that trained me in spa, she's still like her spa is like maybe 2 rooms of my spa. Do you understand? But just the same year she taught me, that same year I'd moved to a duplex. My business was doing so much, like very big.
That's because you're coming with your own knowledge base already. You're coming with your own uniqueness already. You're coming with some of the things that are genuine to you. Then she added those catalysts. Stop. See, most times people have substance, but don't have catalysts to speed up the rate of reaction. So the catalyst is not the substance. They are not the solute or the solvents. Those who know chemistry. But when you add them, just a little bit of go this way, do it like that, everything just go exponential for you. They might not have that kind of stuff, but the knowledge that comes or the information that comes from them based on their experiences and things they have seen, oh my god, it's a whole lot. So it is wisdom to know that there is no such thing as I know it all.
Yeah, do you know, even till this moment, I still call her my teacher, my boss. Like, she's so proud of. I'm one of her students that if she wants to refer anybody to, like, oh, go and check MMB, go and check. Like, she's so proud. But still, I mean, I do training. I train people. People come from Ghana for my training for spa. I train people for spa, skincare, everything. But I still remember that I have somebody that trained me. And till tomorrow I still call her, how far, any new update? But because so many people, all then once they just get few things, 10% knowledge from you, they will run and go and start their own without, because if you don't connect back to your source, I mean, nobody is really your source like God, but I mean, you should always keep in touch with the person that showed you the way, because they might always still know the way to show you.
Yeah, actually, if you want to succeed in any business, find a mentor. That's the simple secret. Not just in any business. One of the things I'm going to be sharing on Saturday at the conference is the number one secret of making money. If you want to make money, want to make more money, there's only one major thing. It's the shortcut. Did I say shortcut? It's the shortest cut.
Tell us now.
I'll say it.
This video will not drop before then, don't worry.
It's the shortest cut.
Okay.
For you to be able to make money. It deals with a little bit of research, a little bit of humility, all right, and a little bit of commitment. So you have to do research, you have to be humble, and you have to be committed. So once you have those three things, all you need to do is know how much you want to make. Find someone who's already making that kind of money already or more. Go and pay, keyword, pay them with begging. That's where humility comes. To teach you what they are doing, the behind the scene, not the business per se,
not the flashy,
the secret behind it. There's a way you do spa that a lot of other people are not doing it like that. You're all in the same spa business, but there's something you do differently that only those who have access to the inner carcass, inner room will know such information. They can't read it in the book because you found them out by experiences.
Yes.
So if you've been 5 years, I think you're 5 years in spa business, you can teach me the biggest secret you have gathered in the last 5 years in a week, and I will implement those things, and I can build a spa that will be even 10 times bigger than MMP in a month to 3 months. Why? Because the secret ingredient was given by you.
Yeah, and I collapsed the time.
You understand? So wisdom now is me being able to humble myself to pay you and beg you to please share with me the extra behind the scene things that is making your current kind of income for you. So if you can do that, you move very, very fast.
When you spoke about humility, I think, just thinking about it, I think my first secret is humility. If you meet me in my spa, even if you don't want to patronize me, patronize. If you wanted to buy something or do something of 30k, you end up doing 100k, because the way I will use SAT to kill you.
You're sharing some of the secrets.
I will use SAT. Okay, sir. What do you want, sir? If you say wine, I will run and go and buy wine for you. Okay, sir. What else? Okay, sir. As in, and then everybody wants to be a king.
Definitely.
Do you understand? So when they come to a place that make them feel like a king, they would continue to come there. There's one girl I patronized, and I went to my friend's wedding. So the makeup artist that made us up, you never even get money. Like the rudeness, the attitude. Ha! I told my friend that this girl cannot go far. She said, why? I said, she's so rude. You brought another person that did one of us makeup, one of the bridal trained makeup, and the girl doesn't really like the makeup. She now said, okay, let her change her lipstick. She asked you, please, can you do another lipstick for her? You outrightly told her no. I was the one that went to do her lipstick, and we were just looking at the attitude. She's just all about her money. I now told my friend that is the bridal, this girl cannot go far. She said, hey, now you see her page now. Every other makeup artist who I book, they fully book. Not only her, they free.
Wow.
Do you understand? That is it. No wonder people know they really patronize her.
So now you see what's important now. She might be a very excellent makeup artist.
Yes, but attitude is everything.
So these are not the business. See, the skill of makeup is different from the business of makeup. skill of makeup, anyone can learn it. Just learn how to do the face, learn how to do all the style, creativity, and everything. Yes, you're good. But what about how to make money from it? So talking about monetizing knowledge, it comes with beyond the skill, comes with how to get people to feel comfortable to always want to give you money in that context. So one of them is what you have shared now, that okay, you make everyone feels like a king, so they want to come again. Then they get to refer other of their friends and families and all of that. So most people don't know this. You know this only from those who have practiced it.
I know this from experience, and not even just experience. It depends on the kind of person you are.
Personal branding.
Yeah, naturally, I don't see myself as too good a person for anyone. I don't feel like I'm better than you. Money is paper. If the only thing that makes me better than you is money, that means I'm not better than you, because you can make money too. Do you understand? So I always tell people that if you are humble, customer service is, even I don't just possess it for myself. I possess it for my brand. If I employ you and you don't have good customer service, you cannot work here. Because guess what? It's those customers that are paying your salary.
For the culture.
Do you understand? Yes, it is what we believe in. All right? Because so many people, they'll be like, how much, save, I beg, how much you want bring? I beg, make it go. That person that brought 20,000 today can bring 20 people that will bring 100,000. I enjoy so much referrals. There was a point I didn't have to do sponsored ad, because if you encounter me, you would love me and you start helping me. The person that called me now, that just sent money, she didn't book for herself. It was her friend that she referred me to that booked. Do you understand? So when I see people, because their business is now getting to a level, they'll now say, I beg, please. If people, don't call me, oh, please, I'm busy. When the business start going there, you will not be busy again.
It's a money mindset that I taught recently on the 30 days challenge that we just completed. Is a principle of the 99 sheep. There's a story about
when God left
99 sheep and went to look for one. A lot of people say, what is one? I have 99. No, let it go. Very wealthy people, every dollar that is outside is much more, not just count, it's much more important than the billions that is already in the bank. The one that's already in the bank is already...
It's secured already.
So the next one is what you want to go after. So everything you do, you must treat whoever is holding your next dollar as a king, as the Lord Supreme of your life. Treat them that way. Because you never know. Somebody can come and buy a thing of $1, and the way it's treated will make him buy something of $1 million tomorrow. You never can tell. Because yes, the amount might be small, but the relationship, because there's this thing we call customer lifetime value, LTV. All right, it talks about the type of money, the amount of money that a particular customer is going to spend over a period of time. So when they are interfacing with you for the first time, what they are paying might be very tiny, might be a small product that they are buying that is negligible. But if you treat them anyhow, if the experience they are having on that immediate feeder product is terrible, you are going to lose them for life. You won't have that relationship. There are people who bought 5,000 naira course from me, and 6 months later, they are buying other products of 2 million.
You have cost for 2 million.
My one-on-one session is $15,000.
You know what is $15,000? So what?
It's not much now.
They will pay you to sit down and talk for how many hours?
1 hour. So it's but they most often won't just come like that. They are the same set of people who bought something of $1, something of $5, and then they got value from it so much. The way they are treated, they got the things that they are looking for, and those people will come back to buy other things from you. Either real estate, things that are not even knowledge based and stuff in that context here.
When I started, did I start real estate before my business? I think I started my business before real estate. But how I transited to all of the things I did was I started. In fact, see, I have like story. My business didn't start with a spa. My business didn't start with plenty product. I started with just soap. But I started building. I started accumulating clients, customers that trust me, that know me. So even when I started real estate, my first set of customers were my clients, were my customers. I swear I did not know that those people can buy land. People that yes, skincare product 40k, 50k. I did not know they can bring out millions to buy land. When I just advertised and they're like, oh, let's go for inspection. In my mind, oh, I don't want to waste my time, but I shall go out of humility. And immediately they pay. I said, oh, let me start advertising this thing here. These people have money. Do you get?
Yeah.
So I feel like people have to start from somewhere as well.
Yeah.
Because they admire already built journey. They don't want to look at the process.
Yeah.
And the process is even more important than
that's what's important. That's what's beautiful. That's the sweet part of the whole thing. The process, the journey, it's more important.
Because seeing you now, everybody will be like, Dr. Sam, they did not know that you've been here for what, almost 20 years, Jesus Christ. If you say you don't know boy, you're picking for don't reach adult though. Hey God. But it's okay to talk about journeys, because why a lot of people get frustrated and depressed is because they want it so quick, especially this new generation. I pity them. Yes, they want it so quick. You will see somebody of 18 years, 20 years want to be driving Benz, want to hold Hermes bag.
Yeah, that's it. I was scrolling Instagram before I came to the studio. I saw a post by a popular blogger about a lady who claims she bought a 9 million wristwatch. And,
she's the one that bought it.
Well, immediately I knew she didn't buy it. I knew it was just publicity stunt. And apparently, how did I know? Because at the end of the video, she was advertising the guy selling the. So apparently they acted it so that whatever. But a lot of people, half of the people watched that video, were saying God when, congratulations,
pressure,
and all that. Automatically they believed that, oh, now she's wearing a 9 million wristwatch in that regard, which is not true. So half of the inspiration that people get these days is from the media, social media especially, and 70% of the things on social media are not real. They are made believe. So if you build your life an expectation based on what is not real, you're going to discover that your expectation is also not going to be real. To be dashed, your hope will be dashed. You'll be disappointed. You're going to lose hope very fast. People spend 4 years to get a degree in the university, and they start looking for a job after 2 years. Total of about 6 years. Majority of them will not even get any kind of job. But they come and pay you a fraction of what they paid for 1 year in school, not even for the entire years, but a fraction of what they paid for 1 year in school, and they expect to make million tomorrow. What about the process of learning? What about the process of getting warmed up to the new knowledge you have? Because knowledge most times takes the shape and the form of the container. Let me say that again. Knowledge takes the shape and the form of the container. You were not the only person that learned spa from your tutor. How come you had better, faster success than other students? There are 100 students in a class. The lecturer teaches all of them, same class, same lecture, same everything. You discover 2% of them finish with a first class. Majority, about 67% of them had third class like me. All right, I had a third class. So every knowledge takes the shape of the container. I can teach you and 3 other people the same thing. Not all of you will have exact same success with what I shared with you. I poured myself completely to everybody. So who you already are, how you have grown yourself to be, now comes to play when it interacts with the knowledge that I'm giving. All right, just one simple, don't do it like this, do it like that, simple instruction can push somebody from nothing to millions. And the same do it like this, don't do it like this will frustrate another person. So, but when young people understand that whatever they are teaching me is only going to work based on how much I've developed myself, then they will begin to see good results in whatever it is that they are trying to do. So, you're learning a trade, take your time. Leave others that are succeeding, rejoice with them.
Focus on you.
Focus on you, grow. Your success or breakthrough, let me call it, your breakthrough might not even come from that thing you are doing, but it might come from the next thing you will do. But if you start that next thing now, you will still fail if you don't grow with this one that you're doing. Because when things don't bring money, it's building character. Many people don't know that.
Yes.
If you're doing something and you're not earning, you're growing character, but you don't know. So, but when you abort that process and you want to jump into the next thing, it's going to be done 5, 10 things and all of that. People come to me sometimes and say, I bought your course, I did not make money. You know how I respond to such people? I get screenshots of people making millions. Then I start sending to the person. I said,
So why is
I'll not say, do they have 2 heads? I said, the problem is not my course, the problem is you. Because if I made money from the same thing I teach, other people are making millions. There's a boy, you're going to meet him on Saturday. He has done about 120 million. He's 24 years old, no university degree. He's based in Ibadan. All right. And there are people who have joined at the same time, who met me at the same time. They are still begging me for money. And somebody who didn't have a university degree has become a multi-millionaire from the same knowledge they both learn. So it's really about what you do with what you're learning, but more importantly, who you are. It's important.
Yeah. This thing that you said about knowledge conform to the container, to the container, it's actually
takes the shape of the container.
Takes the shape, of the container. So I really resonate to it because I remember when I wanted to start my podcast and I spoke to my coach about it. You know my coach now. And that's even
my very good friend.
Yeah, that's even before I started. And she told me something. She said, Chidima, if you want to start, I would want you to start with something. I would want you to attract value. Don't go for clout. Don't go for noise. Because the first stage of this your podcast is what will continue. If you just go there and be talking nonsense and be bringing,
I get it, gossip stuff.
Yeah, you are gossiping. You might get the fame, the clout, but then you will not get value because it's not just about podcast. Time will come you would want to be a speaker. Time would come you want to write book. You want to host things. Those people cannot pay for anything. They all want to just come and hear gossip.
Yeah.
So when you now
you wonder why lots of celebrities are broke. They have 2 million, 10 million,
but they don't have any convertible people. You can't convert those kind of people. She told me you can't convert those kind of people to money. So attract people that are the value, the caliber of people that follow my podcast page. They know they even follow me. I the one that now me get them.
The first time I tried to sell real estate, I just wanted to encourage my friend. He had moved into my house that year and he just started working for a real estate company in Abuja. And so they did some designs of some new estate they were opening. So I saw those designs. I said, I like this design, send them to me. So he sent to me, I put it on my Instagram. Then I sponsored it with 5,000 naira. And a couple of people sent a message, I would like to do inspection, I would like to do this, I like to do that, blah, blah. But there was this particular man that kept sending messages and I saw it. He had about 250 followers. He has one very funny DP.
Oh, don't ever judge.
Very abstract and all of that. So I chatted with him, he responded, he asked for my number, I gave it to him. No, I gave my friend's number to him. Then I screenshotted the entire conversation for my friend so that he would talk as if it was me and all that. You won't believe that 250 something followered man bought a building for 40 something million. Without explanation, he did not argue, just came, check it, went to their office and he said, your man don't pay. And whereas I will have people who have hundreds of thousands asking and nothing is coming.
I can show you DP. In fact, some of them don't have their page is locked, no single post, No
This,
DP.
this man has one post. I think it's one girl, maybe it's his daughter. That is just post. And the photo is it's low quality. It's terribly snapped. And then he put it there. And then he bought big man, oh, but because it's not really so a lot.
You know why I'm laughing? Because a lot of people lose money because they are judging the people, the account that send them hello. If I open my business DP and show you, they look like scammers. Like, and it's sometimes it's a girl's page, sometimes it's guys. Some people don't like using their real page to talk about business because they don't want you to build them according to what you see on their page. So I mean, almost 90% of the world right now have a fake page. Yeah, 90% have.
Maybe I need to get me one too.
So they will use that. It's locked, no profile, no single post, maybe no follower self. Hello, please, I want to come. So if you want to check that kind of, be like, I beg, this one, no. But those kind of people, they don't waste time. 5 minutes, you've already received 100 and something thousand. You've sealed the deal.
There was a time I saw a music by some guy. So he featured a lady, and that lady's voice was so heavenly. It reminds me of a lot of people in the days I used to sing and all that. And while I was watching, yeah, I used to. When I was watching the video, something in my spirit just said, "Bless this lady, bless this lady." So I started looking for how to find the person and all. Eventually, I was able to find the IG account. Then I sent a DM. Please, I saw your music video. I want to appreciate you for your gift. Please kindly send your bank details and whatever. Maybe the person did not believe who was. I kept sending the messages back. Eventually, the person now responded. I said, please just send account. That's all I want. I don't want any whatever. So thank God she sent it. And what I sent to her started calling me. Like, what did I do? Why did you send this? I said, no, that's what my spirit said I should just do for you to appreciate you and all of that. So, how much more people wants to reach out to you to that buy your product, do something good with you, but because they don't look like what you're expecting, you don't kind of look out for them. Then I've noticed that I've seen some people who makes hundreds of millions of dollars. They don't have a verified Instagram account. They have maybe 2,500 followers. They have maybe 300 posts and all that. Their social media doesn't look like the kind of money they are making. So if people pursue, I want 1 million followers, I want a blue tick and all of that. I don't have a blue tick on social media. Yeah, a lot of people even clone my account. I think I need it.
Do you know that they can even buy it? Like, what? It's like what? How much did they say?
I know now. The interesting thing
is less than $1 million. I realized that it's not about followers. We just have to, put ourselves out there and constantly show up and be consistent.
Yeah. There's something I need to mention so that the monetizing your knowledge will be
fair.
Everybody has something they can teach. There are people who make money by teaching people how to boil water on YouTube. Is that crazy? So whatever you have gone through takes you to a certain level in life. There are 1,000, 1 million other people who are in a level below you. So let's look at life on a scale of level 1 to 10. You are at level 3, but you are eyeing level 9. You're doing everything. Level 9 is your future. You feel when you've got into level 9, then you have arrived, you have something to even tell people. But my brother, my sister, there are people in level 1 who will pay anything within their power to learn how to get to level 3, your level that you don't like, faster. So those people, if you can document your journey to where you are right now, they will be more than willing to learn it. If David did not document the bear battle, the lion battle, it would never be allowed to kill Goliath that made him a king eventually, which is his destiny. He was ordained as the king, but he wasn't reigning. But he killed lion, he killed bear, then he shared those knowledge. and those knowledge gave him the access to kill Goliath, which now bring to pass is kingly anointing. So you have been ordained to be a king. You're going to make money. You're going to build business. You're going to do a lot of great stuff you want to do on this life. But there are things you know that you're keeping to yourself, and there are people who are suffering, who are praying to be in your level right now. I know you are probably owing people, you are owing rent and all of that. But if you even see house to stay that you are owing rent, that people don't even have any house to stay, and they are God lift me, let me even have a house that I'm owing rent. They are praying. All right, your situation is someone else's prayer point. Now, if you look at life that way, you will value what you know. You will value the knowledge and experiences that you have gathered that at least brought you to the level where you are right now, and you can package those things and share with people. How do you monetize your knowledge? Don't immediately say, oh, I know how to dance, then everybody come and pay me to dance. Wrong. Go and do the dance first. Do it for free. Dance every day. You might need to dance for the next 9 months consistently. People will now start to reach out to you to teach them how you do that, your dance. Then you will charge them a premium. So don't just say, because I know how to do this, then I'm just going.
So you have to give out value first before you demand.
That's it. When I started this online stuff, it was after I lost my business that was worth billions. We're in 14 major countries, doing very fine. But within a month, everything just disappeared. So it's this for another day. So what I did was I looked at businesses that have helped with my marketing skills as a strategist. Then I started teaching online business how to sell their product for free. I was just releasing content for free. I released content for over 9 months plus. I think it should even be up to a year, consistently back to back, before I sold my first product. And the day I launched that first product, in 1 month, I made 5 million profit. No, 4 million profit. The next month, 5 million. The following month, 7 million. And the fourth or fifth month,
in Naira,
30 million. In Naira, I was in Nigeria then. We moved to 30 million Naira in profit. No, 30 million in revenue. We paid affiliates 50%. We got 15 million in profit. I was the only company and everything. I was just teaching what I know. And there was a 5,000 Naira product I was selling. You understand? So I first taught people things for free. Say, if it's free, is this good? What will his paid be? And after I even taught people, they came back and said, this thing you taught me is so nice. So I love you, but can you do it for me? I said, want me to do it for you? $1,000. That's why I started charging $1,000. You know, so you want me to do it for you or do it with you and special whatever. So I would pour out myself, but I know people will not get results, or not all of them will get results with it until you hold some of them by the hand. So you start to look at different value chain of what you are sharing. So there is that thing you know, there's that thing you've gone through, there's that pain that you've been able to go through, that you are now on the other side. There's that business that you have built that is not making a lot of money, but is making something already. A lot of people who are going to be willing to pay you for that. But how do you do that? Go out and share and talk about it. You can start talking about spa business and
I don't want to talk about spa. I want to talk about other knowledge.
All the other knowledge. Start talking about it. They will now begin to see you as an address for paid knowledge.
You know why? You know, I already train in spa. Like, I train students for spa. I train students for skincare. Those things take time. Like,
my dear,
you talk say 1 hour, you dey collect $15,000. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm about to give to you. There is what they call the skill of spa, and there's the business of spa. You can now start to teach other spa businesses that are not at your level how to grow to you're not teaching how to do spa. They already know those ones. So now it's an executive class where each of them can pay you $1 million for one Saturday. So in Saturday, you're not taking them to the rooms and just say, this is how we do. No. You're now showing them the behind the scene of other things that they can start to add to what they are doing. So it's not the case of if you're in Lagos or anywhere in the world and you're running spa and you're not making X million per month from your spa. I have an executive class for only 20 spa owners who must be making, now you are disqualifying people, who must be making minimum of this already with their spa but want to go to this amount. Then come and pay me 1 million. Then I'll show it to you. Why would you know that? Because you already know how to get those results. You're even getting it every day already. So it's easy for you.
I'll do that one.
So that's what you would do.
Okay, guys, we're going to round up here. We've gone overboard. Thank you so much for coming. I have learned a lot and I know so much right now. And I know a lot of people would have gotten so much knowledge. Thank you for coming. Like, you guys, he's not even in Nigeria, but when he came to Nigeria, he said he must come to give you guys something. So please always continue to follow us on all social media platform at The Truth Pod. You can listen to us on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Pod, everywhere, The Truth Pod. Please subscribe, share, like, comment on our YouTube at The Truth Pod. I'm going to allow our guest to tell you where you can reach him. So
I think the best place to follow me would be on YouTube, Sam Harvard TV, or on Instagram, Sam Harvard _.
all right, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I'm really honored.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.